but yours be done. Let me lay down all that I am and all that I hope to be. As the deer pants for water, so my soul longs for you. Yahusha, Son of David, have mercy on me. 'Cause me to surrender my life and my dreams. Not my will, but yours be done. Let me lay down all that I am and all that I hope to be. As the deer pants for water, so my soul longs for you. Yahusha, Son of David, have mercy on me. 'Cause me to surrender my life and my dreams. Oh, my Redeemer, I come to you just as I am. 'Cause me to surrender. Oh, Elohim.
Favor, peace, and love be to you in Yahushua Messiah, my Master, the Son of living Elohim, the Word which became flesh and tabernacle among us, the life-giving Ruach. He is the Savior of the world. You need to receive him to yourself to live. He is the water which is living. He is the bread which is living. Yahusha came from above, from his Father. Yet he had the flesh, and he called it Son of Adam. We know that he was speaking in third person about himself in flesh, saying Son of Adam is going to suffer, and after 3 days after he was killed, he will be raised from the grave. He will be resurrected. He was saying that to his taught ones, but no one is seeing it. He speaks about that cover of flesh, and he calls Son of Adam. That's why he speaks in third person, as he will speak of someone else. That flesh was designed so you will receive him, so you will believe, so you will be free from sin, from the bondage, from the second death, because he did conquer it. That was the plan from the beginning. Yahusha is the life-giving Ruach which became flesh. He is the Son of Adam. He was the Son of Adam on earth here. He was the light in darkness, and the darkness could not overcome it. But to most of the people who were at the time witnessing those signs and miracles and wonders he performed, in the name of his Father. And because those works and signs and wonders were from the Father, they did not believe, even witnessing those things, because their hearts were hardened, because they judged accordingly to the worldly standards, which is the judgment relying on appearance, on our senses from this world. Their eyes were closed, their ears were closed, and their hearts could not understand. We know, because of the scriptures, of the word, of the testimony of those who witnessed to him, who saw him, that he was born in Bethlehem, in the city of Dawood, King Dawood. But they did not know. They knew that the Messiah shall be born there, but to everyone, he was from Nazareth. That's what they knew. That was for the reason. So if your eyes are closed and your ears are closed and your heart cannot understand, it is for the reason. Why is this? Because the Father has his will. And it's all about the heart of man. From Matthew 5. Yahushua says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, because theirs is the reign of the heavens. Blessed are those who mourn, because they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, because they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, because they shall be filled. Blessed are the compassionate, because they shall obtain compassion. Blessed are the clean in heart, because they shall see Elohim. Blessed are the peacemakers, because they shall be called sons of Elohim. Blessed are those persecuted for righteousness' sake, because theirs is the reign of the heavens. Blessed are you when they reproach and persecute you, and falsely say every wicked word against you for my sake. Rejoice and be glad, because your reward in the heavens is great, for in this way they persecuted the prophets who were before you." All of those who have those qualities of their heart are the ones whom Yahweh chooses as a servant, as a vessels to serve, because they seek his righteousness. They hungry for love from above. They hungry for his commandments. They are hungry for his bread. They are not filled through their own desires of this world. They don't care about those things. They are not established here. They cannot be filled through the righteousness of this world, which is the lawlessness to Yahweh, that self-righteousness, self-boasting, self-esteem, which comes from pride. They don't seek that. They seek that righteousness from above. They seek Yahushua. They want it. They are hungry for it. They don't think of themselves that they are special. They know who is the one who is set apart. They don't put themselves in the position of the set apart ones, because they know it's not from this world. That set apartness comes from above, and they seek it. They crave that. They cry out for it. So they will receive. And not only that, like I said before, they don't care about the reward. They don't care if they will be rewarded, because those are only focused on the bread of life. There is something about them which is different. 𝐤𝐄𝐄 is the one who makes the decisions. He will choose those who are his. He does. From the beginning of the world, from the foundation, they are his. They are his. It's not like someone will say he is the third one, he is the priest that he works for, the high priest, or he is the watchman, or he is the one of the 144,000. This already is pride coming from man. Because those who truly receive, those who are truly anointed from 𝐤𝐄𝐄, from the foundation of the world, they would not speak about themselves. They would not put that label on themselves. They would not, because it's not about them. They know that is not about them, but it's about Yahusha, who is the treasure. He is the life. He is the resurrection and life. He is the belief. He is the works of Elohim. He is the word of Elohim. He is the righteousness of Elohim. He is his love. He is that treasure. He is the substance from Elohim, which you shall receive, whom you shall receive to yourself. So they would not be focusing on themselves and their role, but on Yahusha alone, because he will be the one who is dwelling in them. Because all those things will be fulfilled for them. Yahusha said, whoever tries to preserve his life will lose it, and whoever loses his life for his sake will find it. He will find the treasure, and he will rejoice. Even in suffering, in such a journey which is truly set apart and is filled with obstacles, with trials, but having such a treasure in you, such a light, you would not change it. You would not go back where you were. You would not turn back to darkness. You would not. If you still in doubt, or you don't know what it's like, I will encourage you, ask you to cry out for that bread of life, to cry out for that righteousness, to seek that love, that bread of life. If this is not the only thing before your eyes when you wake up, if it's not what you see first. When I wake up in the middle of the night, it's just, I want to serve. That's what is on my mind. I want to serve, Father. I want to serve. This is nothing else I see. Nothing else I want is to serve Him. Serve my Master, Yahusha, and serve His Father. Because if we serve Yahusha, we serve Elohim, we are the vessels, or we are waste. If we are vessels for His set apart Ruach, we are His children. We are the family, not of the world, but from above. When you are born again, that's what that means, to be born again, to have the love in you which serves, which gives. So you will feed His sheep, you will guard His flock, you would not think of yourself, you will not call yourself names, you would not put the labels Be the servant. Point at someone who is greater than you, who is the one who leads you, who is there, set apart. Not at yourself. But this cannot come because I tell you, and you would not hear anyway. If your heart is prideful, if your heart is stone or has rocks attached to it, you would not hear me. All those things need to be received from above, so through the one who is from above. But even so, the word which I speak to you is living, you would not receive, because you judge by the worldly standards, not by the true standards. Johann John 7, verse 3. So his brothers said to him, "Get away from here and go into Yehuda, so that your taught ones also see the works that you are doing. For no one acts in secret, while he himself seeks to be known openly. If you do those works, show yourself to the world." That's what I see. It is happening everywhere. If someone wants to be known, needs to show himself, because the person wants to be acknowledged and wants to be respected, because that person seeks the esteem for himself, because his brothers did not believe in him. You know why? They grew up with him. They saw him like a brother. That's it. And their hearts were hardened. Because if you don't have that in you, because you were restrained that from you, he withhold that knowledge, he withhold that understanding because of problems in your heart, or because he desires, because of his plan, you would not. Doesn't matter how much you try, you would not see it, you would not receive it to yourself. Because what the man does from his prideful heart, he is focusing on himself. And that's how we recognize those who work for themselves, who are of the world, who did not receive the truth, who are born of this world to that of the flesh. Those who are not born of the water and ruach, they judge accordingly to appearance, accordingly to the worldly standards. They don't see. They would not be able. It's like an invisible barrier, invisible wall. And I can cry out that you know him, and you know where he's coming from, and who he is, and where he went back, that he was ascended to the Father. But you still don't get it. You would not know, because your eyes are dimmed and your heart is stone. I know, because I was in the world. I was in the world. I was like that. I will mock those who believe. And honestly, it meant to be. The true belief comes from above. The true belief is Yahushua himself. If you disrespect the gift, your belief is not real. Anyone can say he believes. Anyone can confess it with his mouth, as the demons also did. They said they knew who Yahushua is, but did they believe? the belief comes from the heart. Where your treasure shall be, Yahusha shall be there. But if you focus on everything else but not on Him, if He is not the only one, if He is not the light in you, if He is not the one who fills you completely and rule over you, if you're still wondering what the obedience is, or how to be obedient, if you did not receive the obedience, the 10 commandments are not written upon your heart, and you say, be obedient, I want to be obedient, I want to try, I want to keep the Sabbath, right? If you have the one in you who is the master of the Sabbath, who is all of it, you will be in peace. Because the one who is above all for you, because He came from the one who is above all, He is His substance, He is His exact representation for you, whom you can receive to yourself, you would not have doubts, because you cannot stumble. And if you're just about to, He will convict you, He will show you where to go. He will put you back where you shall be. You will have a perfect teacher in you. For even His brothers did not believe in Him. Yahusha therefore said to them, my time has not yet come, but your time is always ready. It is impossible for the world to hate you, but it hates me, because I bear witness of it, that its works are wicked. Now think about it. If you still have a hope in the world, if you still look around and are busy with those news, those information of the world, if your eyes are focused on the world, you're still in a world which is wicked, and its works are wicked. There is nothing which is good in the world, nothing good in the world, but you still look there, and you're still listening to the man and trusting in man and their ways. What the brothers of Yahusha said to him, for no one acts in secret while he himself seeks to be known openly. That's what you want to be somehow seen. Your videos of yourself and spread who you are, want acknowledgement. So you are opposite to Yahusha. You're opposite to the ways of Elohim. So you are of the other one. Those who have the channels, ministries, and whatever you do, you aim to be known. And compare that to Yahusha. Anytime he healed someone, anytime he cast the demons from men, he said, don't speak about me, who healed you. But the news about him spread it everywhere. But he asked them, especially he did mention and said, don't speak who healed you, don't tell him. When they tried to make him a sovereign, he withdrew to the mountains. He knew he did not like that fakeness, that deceit of man which is in them. To him, being esteemed in this world, to him being uplifted in the world was the worst thing. He came to be nailed to the stake. He came to suffer. He came to conquer the death, the second death, to destroy the plans of the darkness of the devil. He came to be humiliated. He came to be disrespected. He came to carry all of it on him. There was no pride in him. And you say you follow him? In which way? People just looking after the faces and charismatic leaders, charismatic people. You don't follow Yahusha. You follow idols of this age. Not the stony ones, not the ones made of wood, because those things are obvious. See, the devil now is more cunning than ever. Still, it's about idols and worshipping someone else. And Yahusha said, you would not receive me, but you will receive those who will come in their own names, because you made yourself names. Some of you create those names, so you will be remembered. And people will receive you, and you are blind. And they are blind. Yahusha said, leave them alone. They made a decision whom they want to follow. But because the love he gave me, I cannot just look at this. Because those leaders lead the sheep astray. They are not good shepherds. They don't have the good shepherd in them, but they are hirelings. They're hired by the darkness. They have the spirits of adversary in them to lead the sheep astray, to kill and slaughter. And if you have Yahusha in you, you will cry, you will weep. And any time someone says the truth, as Yahusha was speaking, he was facing rejection and accusation and persecution, disrespect, mocking and ignorance. I'm here not for myself. I have no desire for anything, for myself to gain anything. I'm no one. If I don't serve my master, Yahusha, I'm a waste. But you don't think about this. You're fine doing nothing. And you just sit idle. And you think you are set apart. You post a couple of posts. Maybe you do all the things which you want to do. Not what the one who is above all wants you to do, but what you think is right. Because this you like this. This is your desire. This is your will. But that should be not this way. You shall be only doing things by his will, by the will of Elohim who is living. Because the one who is living shall be in you, shall dwell in you, and working fully in you. The works of Elohim shall be manifested through your vessel. But you will say, which works you have? Don't you know that the bread of life is the work of Elohim? Don't you know that the word of Elohim is living, and that's his work? But you don't have the word in you. You have your own word of your teaching, which comes from your teaching, from your studies. And I want to read for you something. And about the middle of the festival, Yahusha went up into the set-apart place, and he was teaching, not openly. And the Yahudim were marveling, saying, how does this man know Latin, not having learned? Yahusha answered them and said, my teaching is not mine, but his who sent me. If anyone desires to do his desire, he shall know concerning the teaching, whether it is from Elohim or whether I speak from myself. He who speaks from himself is seeking his own esteem, but he who seeks the esteem of the one who sent him is true, and no unrighteousness is in him. He didn't even proclaim before he started to teach. He came to that festival when no one was expecting him, that he will be there. But when his brothers had come up to the festival, then he also went up, not openly, but as it were in secret. The Yahudim therefore were seeking him at the festival and said, "Where is he?" And there was much grumbling about him among the crowd. Nobody knew where he was, and he didn't proclaim, he didn't put those advertisements everywhere. "Look, I'm going to teach now. This time and that time I will be coming, saying this and that. Make sure you will be there because I'm here. Listen to me." Was that what he was doing? What are you doing, people? You well advertised. I'm talking to you, you teachers, preachers, those of YouTube channels, those ministries, you are well advertised. You make sure that's what you put your effort into, to make yourself great. So your teaching will be known. There is one who says the Shabbat is not on Saturday, but it's not like that. This is wrong. This is right. Look at me. I discovered this. Look how smart I am. Someone says something else. Am I accusing a man? No. The thing which is in man, the pride, the heart which is stone, that's where the darkness dwells. Nothing good comes from it. As Yahushua said, not what comes into man, what enters into man defiles man, what comes out from man. And the heart is that source of all wickedness, all wrongness, all sin. The prideful heart of man. You put yourself in spotlight. That's what you try to do. People have to be prepared before they teach. Why? Why everyone is studying? Why everyone is researching? Because you want to prepare your own teaching and make sure people share it, and your name will be there. But if you don't come from yourself, you only want the one who's teaching you speak will be esteemed, because he is in you, the one who is righteous, the one who is good, who is set apart, because you know you are not worthy, that you are not the source of it. As Yahushua said, I am the true vine, you are the branches. Stay in me, and you will bring fruit, good fruit. Without me, you cannot bring anything good, only corrupted fruit. The tree is known by its fruit. The good tree cannot bring bad fruit, and the rotten tree, bad tree, cannot bring good fruit. Will only bring the fruit which is rotten, or none, corrupted fruit. And you recognize the tree by the fruit, by its fruit. But none of you bother, because you don't have the one who is good in you. There are so many spirits in man, the spirits of scoundrels. You are filled with the wolves, and some of you are sheep going to the slaughter. And you will fight for those who lead you astray. You will defend them because you cannot discern. Or you say, don't say anything, let us follow the wolves dressed in the sheepskins. Because as the brothers of Yahushua, you will say the same thing. Whoever wants to be known should not act in secret. This vessel, because I don't even recognize myself as some more than this, I'm just only a servant. You don't even know my true name. Because it's not about me. You don't need to. What you need to know, you need to know the one who was sent from above, that Elohim loves him, and the one who is his beloved, who is his faithful servant, who is his obedience, who is his righteousness, his faithful one, is only brought forth Son. The way to know him, the only way to know him is to receive him. Whoever tries to preserve his life will lose it, and whoever loses his life for his sake will find it. You will find the treasure. His love, his love will be in you. Yahusha will dwell in you. You give this burden, this life which is not a life but is misery, you will give it to him, and he will give you true life himself. But you would not. And you think you have it. It has been written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of 𝐤𝐄𝐄. What he is speaking about, he's not speaking about the word which is written. Because people can read the word, you can read scriptures daily 100 times, but you still will be lacking. It's about the living bread, the set apart Ruach, the life-giving Ruach. Reading scriptures, there are many people who read scriptures, and they're still lacking the true bread, the word which comes from the mouth of 𝐤𝐄𝐄. Yahusha is the mouth of 𝐤𝐄𝐄. He is the bread of life. He is the one whom you shall receive to yourself. That out of his innermost shall flow rivers of living water. And I will read this. If anyone thirst, let him come to me, and let him who believes in me drink. See, if you have him in you, you will be drinking living waters. And when you drink that waters, you will overflow with the waters. The living water will be overflowing from you. That's the living word. That's the greatest of works. This is the bread of life, which you disrespect, because you seek after the signs and wonders, because you care about healing of flesh, because you live by your flesh. That's why the matters, the healings of the flesh, the matters of this world, the miracles which are helping you in this life matter to you, not the healing which is above all. The healing of the heart does not matter to you. So the true bread of life you would not receive. That's why you don't respect this vessel, neither the word which is given, the word which you shall receive, because you are born of flesh. I don't care if you respect me, but I want you to receive the bread of life which will heal your heart. Because Yahusha is the one who is the true physician. He will give you life. He is the resurrection and life. And he said some who are standing here, some of those will never taste death. You know, you think about the death of the flesh. When you receive Yahusha, you have him in you and you cannot die. You can endure in this world with him living in you until he will return and will be seen by everyone, and every knee will bow bow down to Him. Everyone. You will be living because He will live in you. Peace be to you. Peace and love. Receive Yahushua. Receive Yahushua to yourself. But you need to repent. Ask for repentance, because the true repentance will come from the heart, which is the circumcised heart. It cannot come from the stony heart.
Take my successes and my failures, my dream. Cause me drink only the living water from your fountain. Cause me to hide your word in my heart, that I may not sin against you. Cause me to surrender, oh take my heart, my desires, my struggles, take my successes and my failures, my dreams. Cause me drink only the living water from your fountain. Cause me to hide your word in my heart, that I may not sin against you. Yahuwah, my strength, my song. Search me.